I'm Jim Duarte. I'm the co-founder with my wife Anita of Duarte Nursery. We started in 1989.
Hi, I'm Anita Duarte, co-founder with Jim, 1989. We've seen so many big changes in the nursery since we started with our one little greenhouse. What excites me is to watch our sons, John and Jeff, take over the nursery and bring it to new heights with different technology and newer greenhouses, and that's what makes me happy to come to work every day.
Welcome to Duarte Nursery. Thank you for taking the time to come out today. Duarte Nursery is the largest permanent crops nursery in the world, but that doesn't matter. What matters is we believe we produce the cleanest, healthiest, most fit plants for your new orchard or vineyard. Here at Friends Day today, we hope to introduce you to our facility, have you meet our people, see what our production standards are, and understand some of our new technologies that are all aimed at making your new vineyard or orchard longer lived, healthier, and more productive than they've ever been before. I hope you agree. I started in 1989, right out of college. My dad was just bootstrapping the first grapevine production operation here at the nursery, and I came out of college in August, finished up with some summer school, and he informed me that I was the new sales department at Duarte Nursery. I grew up working in the greenhouses. So did Jeff, my brother. My parents have always had nurseries since we were 5 years old. We started working early. We're painting the sides of pots different colors when my dad started his first nursery, Calvine, down in Fallbrook in the early 70s. Grew up working in the houseplant nursery down in San Diego, carrying plants, weeding plants, sitting on 5-gallon buckets out in the greenhouse, loading trucks, whatever had to be done. So we've grown up in greenhouses, and then out of college we started here with my dad and mom at Duarte Nursery. I went to San Diego State, got a business degree and emphasis in finance, and then went on to University of the Pacific part-time from 94 to 97 and picked up an MBA. After that, worked a little longer and then went back and did the California Ag Leadership Program from 98-99. And then since then, it's been work, family, work. My wife Alexandra and I live in one of our vineyards. We have 4 kids, so haven't had a lot of extracurricular activity since then. My main tasks here at the nursery, they involve pretty much whatever I want to stick my nose in a given day. I look a lot at new products. I'm really interested in what the nursery's been able to do in terms of introducing new clonal products into the marketplace. We were the first ones in the world to clone pistachio rootstock effectively. We've picked up and done avocado recently. That's been incredibly exciting. I worked with Steve Schubert very closely to introduce the first potted almond products. And coming from a sales background here at the nursery, it's just always been a focus of mine to be out there with the customer, understanding how our products solve problems for customers out in agriculture. And the development of new products has always been my biggest interest. I spent a lot of time in Javier Castellon's here over in the laboratory, finding out what's next, what's the research coming, what we could be focusing on. The salt tolerance research he's done the last couple years have really been interesting to me. I probably spend half my time, I hope, with customers and with product development issues, and the other half looking into operations and finances and internal business issues here in the company. We're kind of hitting a happy point in size. We're getting the critical mass and the volume and the experience and the staff up to a level where we can really pull together and tackle anything that comes at us. But we're still nimble, we're still quick, we're still a family company that can turn quickly, refocus resources fairly effectively, and take on new stuff when the time is right. So I really enjoy the company the size it is now. We have internally here a world-class research capability. We're developing new products, we're doing things nobody else in the world is doing. We've got a research capability that gets us doing them better and better every year. 3 full-time PhDs right here within the company doing research, and all of them have their own team under them. So our ability to just discover and refine and produce new stuff and better stuff is always happening. I like where Duarte Nursery's at today. It's a heritage my family's built over 40 years in the nursery business, and we can feel that heritage kind of pushing us now. It's the platform that we're building on. I also like the fact that we're close to the company, that we're here, we're focused, we're here every day. Sometimes I've had employees tell me, wow, you guys are always here. You walk in the office and my brother's in the office, Jeff's over there doing his thing, I'm in the office, my mom and my dad are still in the office every day. My kids come through during summer break and during their after-school times from time to time. My wife comes in and spends some time and stays connected to the company. It's great to have a professional staff, but I really believe that staff needs to see that the family is interested in the company and understands what the company's doing, understands where it's going, that we're not here to clip coupons and see what we can get. We really are impassioned by Duarte Nursery, and we really are looking to take it to the next level.
My name is Jeff Duarte. I've been with the company since its beginning, and I'm the Director of Operations here at the nursery. One of the things I find so fulfilling about working with my family is my folks have been in agriculture and nursery for their entire lives, and their parents before them. With agriculture being such an economic driver for the part of the world we live in, it's really neat to see their experiences and their hard work culminate in a business like this. It's becoming such a big part of California now. Not only has our personnel and our workforce expanded over the years, but so has our facility. This facility we're on now is about 230 acres. 25 years ago it was 36 acres. Built around the home that my dad was born in. Originally this piece of land was a dairy, became a peach orchard, and then a vineyard, and a nursery. So it's been an ag for over 100 years in the Duarte family. It's really fulfilling also to see the team that we have here at Duarte Nursery just develop. Some of the main managers we've got here at the nursery started off here over 20 years ago. And just to see them grow and advance through the ranks here and into management, it's really, really fulfilling. And seeing their skills develop. Some of them have learned computer skills, management skills. Some of them have learned a new language to make themselves valuable for us here at the nursery. It's really neat to see people and work with people that are willing to make that kind of a commitment.
My name's Charlie Gonzalez. I'm the safety / production manager for Duarte Nursery. I've been working here since 1994. I started working here at Duarte Nursery as my first job back in '94 when I got out of high school. This is my first job, my first paycheck. As I was working with Jeff Duarte, he was leading me into the area of agriculture. It was just really fascinating for me. Never thought I'd be into agriculture, and I'm loving it. What excites me about working here is coming to work every day and just loving what I do. Having the Duartes, the family asking me what my input is, asking me ideas, which really gets me really involved with the company. And I feel that them doing that makes me feel really part of the team, because that's what it is, one team, one family. My main tasks here at the nursery are doing on the safety end of it. I have to make sure that all 1,000 employees here are safe. They come to work with their 10 fingers and leave with their 10 fingers. My father, Frank Gonzalez, started working here back in 1992, and as he was getting towards the end of retirement, he was sort of showing me the ropes of safety, and just from there I learned it, and I had a passion for it as my father did. And then from there it just went on to learning from when the grape was grown from the field to the rootstock and scion, all the way down to the greenhouses to where the customer gets their plants in the field. It's wonderful to be part of that process.
My name is Javier Castellon. I am Director of Research here at Duarte Nursery. I have a bachelor's degree in biochemistry. I also have a PhD degree in plant physiology, both from Texas A&M University. I've been working in the field of plant tissue culture for about 27 years now, and it's about 9 years in an academic setting, about 5 years working for USDA's Agricultural Research Service, and about the last 13 years in industry. My primary responsibility at the nursery is directing day-to-day operations for Dry Creek Laboratories, which is our micropropagation and research lab here at the nursery. I also oversee the acclimation greenhouse, and I provide input on various research projects throughout the nursery. Another really great thing about working at Duarte Nursery is just that we have so many people that are not only very hardworking but also very smart people, so it's always a great place to be interacting with all the employees.
My name is Dharam Sharma. I have been here since 2005 December, and my title is Group Lead New Crops, essentially micropropagation specialist. I have been in plant tissue culture and cell biology business for the last 45 years, and my PhD was in 1974 from Ohio State, and so that's about it. I have been involved in plant sciences for 5 decades now. I handle the research and development part at the Dry Creek Labs here, which is part of Duarte Nurseries. We try to oversee the introduction of new crops and develop some new varieties that have better quality, more resistance to diseases and biological stresses, and so develop new strains which are required by the industry.
Hi, I'm Michael Vietti. I'm the head grower here at Duarte Nursery, and I'm in my 9th season here with the Duarte family in this organization. Graduated in 1978 from California State University at Chico with a major in agriculture with an ornamental horticulture specialization. And so prior to coming here, I spent 26 years in the floriculture, greenhouse management of bedding plants and perennials and those kinds of crops. And then in 2004, I had the opportunity to come to work here at Duarte Nursery and have loved every minute of it since then. Here in the nursery business, it sounds pretty simple and straightforward, but there is a lot that really goes on. I mean, you have to be a plant pathologist, an entomologist, an agronomist, a soil scientist. All these things come into play. My job here as a head grower for Duarte Nursery is, if I was to sum it up in a nutshell, and by the way, that wasn't an intended pun there, is to make sure that something like this coming out of our tissue culture lab ends up being this product. In the case of a grapevine, that this becomes this. Now with that being said, it's really not all that simple. It takes a lot of people here to make these things happen. And first and foremost, my job is just to help to coordinate all those people to bring these skills together and to keep us all on task. One of the things about what we do here, you as our customer, is the product that you want, the format you want that in, and when you want that plant delivered to your field. So once we have that and everything starts into motion from that very beginning of that small plant, my job is to make sure that we stay on that task. And quite frankly, it's not that difficult because of the staff that we have here. We just got a great group of people, very knowledgeable about every little step, every little task that we do here. So in a lot of ways, my job is really fun because I get to really be in all parts and all facets of the nursery, from inside the greenhouses to outside to in the grafting rooms, you name it. It just, I think more than anybody else, I have that opportunity just to be really everywhere at all times.
My name is Alma. I am the sales manager here, and I'm also in charge of the front office management. I actually went to school for education, but when I started working here, I was young and actually evolved into the position that I have right now. I am in charge of all the sales here at the nursery. That involves contracts, that involves phone calls, dealing with customers. And then I'm also the front office manager, so I'm dealing with our shipping department, our retail department, anything really that involves sales I'm involved with, as well as working with our production department to make sure that the orders that we have in actually get produced. I think that working for Duarte Nursery is definitely one of those places where you can really grow as an individual, as well as very professionally. It's a company that definitely gives you opportunities to do more, to expand your horizons and do different activities. I can definitely say that there's never a dull day working here at Duarte. There's always something different. The company is growing so much that definitely the potential for growth for myself and for other employees is there. And I think that's really exciting.
My name is Mike Schubert, and I'm the facilities manager. I graduated from Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, and my degree is in industrial technology with emphasis in facilities management. Main task of the nursery is my crew and I, we handle all the mechanical issues out here in the nursery. We do all the repairs for the greenhouses, and the mechanical pumps, boilers, handle all the tractor repairs. Crew also handles any of the purchasing and receiving as far as what the nursery needs and supplies and goods and that sort of thing. The nice thing about the nursery is everybody is so easy to work for. I've worked many different companies. I've been doing facilities for about 20 years. And I've never been with a crew and with a group of people that are so willing to help with problems that we've got. Anything comes up, 2 or 3 people are always willing to sit down and figure out what's going on. It doesn't matter what department they're in, doesn't matter where they work. If they see a problem, they're willing to sit down and help you out. Well, since I started, we've been doing a lot of construction going on. They've realized that it's time to get going, it's time to expand, especially in this economy. For a company to expand right now and to take off like they're doing, it's great. There's a lot of people getting jobs, there's a lot of people working, and it really helps out the economy as far as in the local community.
My name is Casey Petty. I'm the Duarte Nursery Construction and Special Projects Manager. I've been in construction my whole life. My dad was in construction and my granddad was in construction. I went to school for construction. My main tasks are to lead the expansion at the nursery. That includes the irrigation, the power, and these greenhouses. I'm around agriculture and construction at the same time, so it's neat, it's fun. I've seen them think outside the bun a lot more since I've been here. I've seen them be dedicated towards their growth and towards the growth of the people around them. They pay attention to the types of cars people drive, make sure that the quality of life seems like it's where it ought to be, and I like that.
My name is Jesse Ortiz. I'm a tree production manager at Duarte Nursery. I studied in Mexico, I finished college, but then I came to this country and I started working in the fields. I like this job because it gives you the opportunity to grow. I started as a regular employee and I started climbing up as foreman, supervisor, and now I'm a manager. I currently manage over 120, 150 people. Our main task is receive the little plants from the acclimation and grow them in the greenhouses until they get size, they get big, we can put a bud and we can finish a tree in 5 to 6 months from the starting point. This is a good company. The people that work for us, they're happy to be here.
My name is Patricia Lopez. My position right here at the nursery is labor manager. My job is to provide all the supervisors the labor force that they need to making sure that they have their jobs on time. I've been working here at Duarte Nursery since 1989. For the past 25 years, I have seen how hard the Duarte family works every day to keep this company going. When I started here at the nursery, back to 1989, we were a small crew, just with a small greenhouse. Every year, the Duarte family, like I said, they've been working so hard to incorporate more crops, building more greenhouses. Now we have the lab, now we have new departments, grafting is big department, all the new greenhouses, implementing new technologies to produce the cleanest plants. With over 1,000 employees working all together to produce millions of grapevines, millions of almond trees, citrus trees, and many more crops, I feel so happy to be part of this company.
Hello, my name is Basilio Herrera. I've been here with the nursery for a little bit over 20 years, and currently I'm supervisor for shipping. Education, let's see, graduated from Wood Lake High School in Tulare County, 1972. Graduated from a 2-year college of Sequoias, 1974. I first started in plant movement way back in 94, and I've done a lot of things, put a poly up in the greenhouses, drove in forklifts, I've driven the wood trucks, a lot of other things. Other than that, just about everything. We get all these plants together and we load them up on the trailers. They go to different ranchers, different contracts, different varieties. We send everything that they produce in the nursery goes to here. I like this place because it's innovative and it's progressive. Everything changes. They don't stagnate on one certain thing. Like this year, I think they're producing avocados and persimmons, something that we didn't do before. When they first started, it was nothing but grapes, and then it was trees, almonds, and then fruit trees, cherries, and then all of a sudden olives, just about every kiwis. The list goes on and on. Hopefully more and more. I feel kind of a sense of pride that when I first started working here, it was only one greenhouse and half of another one, and now I see the expansion, and it makes me feel proud that you're part of it. That you contributed in your small part or big part to all of this.
My name is Esperanza Gurrola. I started on that company on 1994, and I am supervisor paring grapes. We separate bad braid and not bad braid and paring on different places. My main task is see and save the work that our persons paring the grapes straight and separate varieties, no mix, to be sure that have labels and on the right place. And I like to match my job. When I started here in 1994, we have only one greenhouse. Now the company have many greenhouses, many sections, more people, many chains.
My name is Moises Moreno. My title is shop supervisor. I am responsible for the all equipment, tractors, forklifts, sprayers, welding projects, I got a fabricator too. I like it because I learn everything, When I come here, I'm happy because I like it working everything right here in the shop. I want to say that thank you, Jim, Anita, Jan, and Jeff, for giving me the opportunity. I want to say thank you.
My name is Engracia Lopez. My position is supervisor in the tree department. My co-workers' job is to prepare the tree to grow healthy and strong for when the tree is grafting to produce a good tree. Thanks to the Duarte family for giving me the opportunity to be part of this grand company.
Hi, my name is Steve Schubert, and I'm a field representative here at Duarte Nursery, and I started in January of 1996. My education started at Cal Poly in San Luis Obispo. I had an ag management major with a concentration in marketing, and I graduated in 1989. I am a third-generation farmer here in Stanislaus County, and my grandfather planted his first almonds in 1957, and I've grown up in the industry my whole life, and I've really enjoyed being part of the industry and being a field representative here for Duarte Nursery. My main tasks as being a field representative are to obviously sell our product of almonds, pistachios, walnuts, and wine grapes. Although it doesn't just stop there. It starts from the beginning when growers are looking to establish their block as far as pre-plant considerations. I'm also there at planting to make sure all the planting is done properly. We talk about irrigation scheduling at that particular time, and as far as fertilizing as well. And I'm a resource to the grower throughout their whole growing process. Even the first year of pruning, we talk about pruning and establishment. And what my main focus is to try to get the grower as much profit as possible. What excites me about working here at Duarte Nursery is that the innovation and the product design is like no other, and it's a fun product to provide to my growers and to potential growers and discuss the possibilities that they can have with our products, and that's what really is a motivation for me and has created a tremendous passion for what I do. Is the innovation and the product design. It continues to get better every year that I've been here at work at Duarte Nursery family. It's been a fun time here at Duarte Nursery, and I'm looking forward to working here for many more years to come.
My name is Hilda Moreno. I've been with the company for 18 years. My title over here is data analyst. We are doing inventories, the data entry in the computers, and we are also doing evaluations on the plants. I need to double check all the information that we have on the computer to have good numbers for sales, and also I need to give work to people, and I have to be prepared for them, to give them what to do that day, evaluating the plans, if we have any contracts that we need to double check before the people go to ship, to sort them. I love to work over here because I'm really free. I can be at the office, working at the office with a lot of pressure, and sometimes I need to run to the greenhouses to check something, and that excites me. That's really nice. I love that. That I'm not in just one place. I love to be outside, inside, doing a lot of things.
My name is Jaime Guzman. My title is Soren Supervisor. I'm working for 21 years in Duarte Nursery. I have a lot of years in different apartments. When I started here, started shipping. 1993, I go to harvest, rootstock. I take in position for supervisor over here. Right now, I have 4 crews over here in nursery. Every single crew, I have 1 foreman. I bring the work for every single foreman. I pick up my work to the office, and I bring the papers, the orders for the customers, for the formats. I come and push me, taking the best plants. The best plant is okay or not. Until I'm making, for me, until is making good job all the formats. Wherever giving opportunity for me, Duarte, I'm happy.
Hello, my name is Jose Ruiz. I have been working here for 9 years here in the Duarte family. My title here in the Duarte company is being a supervisor in the propagation area. When I first started here, I started working with SRTs in the Department of Trees. Then through the years, Jesse gave me the opportunity to work in a greenhouse. Later on, it was an open position for propagation department. They gave me the opportunity to work in this area. They gave me the opportunity to be a supervisor in the propagation area. We go to the greenhouses first thing in the morning to get the rootstock, to get the cuttings to be processed. We have everything disinfected. We put the plants on the table where the ladies are working on. We have teams of 3. Each team has to have everything disinfected. We have to select the plants, make sure that the cuttings that are selecting are the correct ones to be rooted. Then they planted in the 162 trays. When they're ready, we put it on a bench where the irrigators take care of the plants. They make sure to be misted, to put the chemicals that the plant need. Well, the types of change that I see here is all the people are friendly here. You could talk to anyone and they just talk to you back. The company is growing a lot. I've seen lots of people now, so it's just been an honor working here.
My name is David Cruz, and my job in here is growing plants. And I started working in here in 1993, growing grapes, greenhouses, and also like soil mixing all the soil for all the nursery. Something I work always very happy. When I started, we have only like 3 sections. Right now we have a lot of sections right now. So a lot of changes, like a lot of new greenhouses, a lot of new sections, buildings. Right now, this place is big. I love what I'm doing.
This company gives all the people opportunities to grow. Everyone comes to work here, have the opportunity to give us more. If somebody has an idea, we have the opportunity to try that idea. Then they never say no. we have the opportunity to try. Every year we see something different, and we try to do something different. The thing here, we have to do something better. All the time, something better, best. If we go down, it's not right. We have to go up, and we have the opportunity to do that here. When I start working here, it's just jump like a ladder. Every year we can be the next step, and here we have that opportunity. This is why I like to work here.
I'm the Quality Assurance Program Manager. I graduated from Cal Poly in San Luis Obispo in '96, and back then the degree was in fruit science. So we literally had classes going through orchards and pruning trees, learning how to propagate grapevines, graft walnuts in fields, everything that lends perfectly to what we're doing here at the nursery. My main task at the nursery is to develop a quality assurance program that covers all the materials that we bring into the nursery from our own fields, bring into the nursery from outside sources like research programs, California certification blocks or programs or universities, and even stuff that we grow from the lab or even into the greenhouse. To make sure all of that has a program that follows our high quality standards for disease resistance, making sure it's clean of disease before we even start using it. So therefore, at the very end, when we're turning hundreds of thousands and millions of plants yet out into California, Oregon, Arizona, various states, that we're making the plant material cleaner and we're therefore not spreading anything around the industry. The best thing about working here is the progressive attitude that the Duartes have as far as growth in projects, taking on new crops, new types of buildings we use, high-tech material. As far as hiring new people, they really go outside the box to find people that are capable and able to be trained and really bring us to new heights.
My name is Kendall Ash. I am the director of a new department here at the nursery called the Horticultural Research Department. We are tasked with trialing anything new that comes into the nursery, whether it be plant material, whether it be fertilizers, etc. We're also tasked with trialing and experimenting with different methodologies to make the nursery more efficient. So basically anything that's new that comes on the place that doesn't require a sterile technique, that's what comes to us for our trial purposes. Basically, my main task is to experiment with any type of new technology, new chemical, new methodology, and report back to Jeff Duarte, who can take that empirical data to make a very informed decision about whether we want to adopt that chemical, adopt that methodology, or adopt that type of technique in our nursery horticulture process. I have 3 collegiate degrees. I have a Bachelor of Science, a Master's of Science, and a PhD. I'm one of 3 PhDs that Duarte Nursery employs. My background really was in the animal genre of the scientific world. It wasn't in plants. I taught for 7 years at Cal State Sacramento as a assistant professor, and just basically got tired of academia and got interested in plants. And so I worked for 8 years at a commercial nursery, and then Duarte was looking for someone to start a research division of their greenhouse, not having to do with tissue culture because that was already up and started, but they were looking for a research division having to do with growing, planting, propagating. And so they hired me to fulfill that role, and our department is small, but it's growing.
Hi, my name is Vern Henley. I'm a field representative in Northern California. I attended Modesto Junior College, did general studies, took some plant science classes, transferred to Stanislaus, majored in business. I grew up in the Houston area farming cling peaches with my family, and continue to farm now and represent the nursery with their products. My main tasks are to meet with growers, analyze their needs, and help them decide what rootstocks and permanent crops would suit their field conditions.
I graduated in 1996 from Fresno State University with a major in plant science with an emphasis in plant protection. I'm a licensed PCA and I graduated also from the California Ag Leadership Program, Class 35. I'm also a professional member of the ASCV, American Society of Enology and Viticulture. My main task here at the nursery is to sell as many vines and trees as I can possible, but I also enjoy working with our growers, helping them with preparation of their planting needs. The type of changes that I've seen has been actually quite a bit, from the technology you see from this older greenhouse that we're in right now to one of the newer ones.
Definitely the biggest changes would be the product portfolio. We started off as mainly or primarily a wine grape nursery, and now we're doing so many different things.
Citrus, avocados, pistachios, kiwis.
And we're doing them all very well. We're leaders in the industry in everything we do.
The biggest change I've seen since working here at Duarte Nursery has been the growth. When I first started as director of the laboratory, I had 5 people that I was supervising. Currently, there's about 65 people working in the lab.
I started working here, it was 1 greenhouse and a half. Now we're up to, I don't even know how many, there's so many of them. I think it's been one of those growths where it's just unbelievable. We went from having a couple of hundred people all the way up to over 1,000 people.
Just our greenhouse space, anybody who's here is going to see how much more greenhouse space we have, and we're not done.
New houses, new sections of benches. Just one single section of bench can hold up to 200,000 trees, or probably about 500,000 vines. So it's always constructing and constructing, so I don't think we're going to stop.
I think it's because of the introduction of new varieties, new crops, which are, kind of liked by the industry. It looks like, Duartes are getting more popular all around, wherever, fruit trees are grown.
I think global, that means that they're willing to take someone else's experiences, which may be different from their own, and adopt those experiences if it works for this facility. They're able to look into the future instead of remain in the past.
The biggest change that I've seen in the nursery and that affects the industry around us is our commitment to the Clean Plant program. For a nursery or a company or a business to all of a sudden raise their hand and say, you know what, we don't think this material is as good as it can be. So therefore we're going to make changes. We're going to cost ourselves more money to do new orchards, new vineyards, new virgin land, better clean plant material in the soils, therefore better clean plant material back to our growers.
For those of you that are viewing this video, I want to thank you for being here. I don't know if you really know how much it means to us to be able to give people the sense of we are truly one team, one family here. That is our creed. We live by that. We believe it. The one thing that hasn't changed here is our desire to be the best at what we do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to come to our annual Friends Day.